Like leaving your shoes next to the door, leaving your keys next to the door, so that before you go out and you see your gym shoes, you have your clothes laid out the night before. It makes it easier. Anything that makes it easier to do it, you'll more than likely do it. You know. Little tips like that. I think you'll really enjoy it.
I'm excited to read it because I've heard really good things about it. That one, I came across 3 books. Every time I go to the thrift store sometimes, trying to be cool and different, like people be buying like dope fashionable stuff. I'll be up in there looking for clothes, and I never find clothes, but I always leave with books. Because I always end up in the book section, and I end up seeing shit that's like, oh, this book is like $15 on Amazon. What do you mean it's $3 here? Of course I'm going to buy this book, for sure. And I go and I get it. And so I'm looking at Untethered Soul right now. I'm looking at Winning the War in Your Mind, and I'm looking at Atomic Habits, 3 books that I just got from the thrift store. And it's just...
Ooh, Untethered Soul. That sounds interesting. What is that about?
I have no idea. It was just on my book list. And so when I was in there and I saw the name, I'm like, I recognize this name for some reason. And I checked I got this book list in my notes. Like every time I talk to interesting people, I always ask them for book recommendations, and they tell me, and I just put it into my thing. I put it into this like note that I got, and I check it off when I get the book. And when I saw it, it was on my book list. So I'm like, bet somebody must have told me about this, so I'm gonna get it. And I have no idea what it's about, but this is the book.
Let's see what it's about.
Untethered Soul, written by a dude named Michael A. Singer.
Yes, it says, #1 New York Times bestseller. What would it be like to free yourself from limitations and soar beyond your boundaries? What can you do each day to discover inner peace and serenity? The Untethered Soul offers simple yet profound answers to these questions. Whether this is your first exploration of inner space or you've devoted your life to an inward journey, this book will transform your relationship with yourself and the world around you. You will discover what you can do to put to an end the habitual thoughts and emotions that limit your consciousness. By tapping into traditions of meditation and mindfulness, author and spiritual teacher Michael A. Singer shows how the development of the consciousness can enable us to dwell in the present moment and let go of painful thoughts and memories that keep us from achieving happiness and self-realization. Gia says, I do the same thing. LOL, leaving thrift stores with books. Yeah, yo, Hoodie always ends up in the book section.
Bruh, it's facts. Because I be up in there trying to be cool and trendy and different. Like, yo, where's this steal? Because you meet these fashion just whoever's that be fashionable all the time. You be like, yo, where'd you get it? Oh, I got it thrift shopping. I'll be like, yo, what's up with y'all? Like, y'all got Inspector Gadget vision or some shit. Because every time I go in there, I can't see anything. I just see a whole bunch of used and abused clothes. However, I end up like in the toy section. And I end up in the book section. I'm a child, I must be. But I always end up coming across these deals. Yo, one time I bought this Deepak Chopra book. It's a Deepak Chopra book I saw called Creating Affluence. The book was, I think it was $1. And so I went and I bought the book. And then inside the book, on one of the pages, there was a bookmark. And the bookmark was $1. And I was like, oh shit. This book is already paying for itself. It paid for itself. I paid $1 for the book and there was $1 inside the book. Crazy, bro. And you know what's even crazier about that? It lets me know, like, bruh, this, I don't know if anybody else heard this saying, but I heard it, and it's what got me started reading books. If you want to hide a secret from a nigga, put it in a book, because he'll never find it. And that was so offensive. Have you ever heard that saying, E.T.?
I have. Yes, I have.
It was so, when I heard that, it was so offensive to me. I'm like, oh, bet. I'm going to go read me something today, because, for sure. But it's so weird because it was kind of poetically true that day. Like, if any of the employees of that store would have opened the book, they would have found $1 in there. And because nobody opened the book but me, I found $1. And the book cost me $1. The book literally paid for itself to come to my house. But it's so poetic because the book would have paid for itself to go to anybody's house that was willing to open it.
Yeah, it's true. I actually went to school for writing. Like, I went to journalism school, like, right fresh out of high school. And when I was in my 3rd year of college at UCF, my professor told me, I wrote this thing, and I was so proud of it. I thought it was so epic. And he was like, you did a great job, and you have great potential, he said. But I'll tell you something. Great writers are great readers. And I was like, what do you mean? And he said, you should read more. If you read more, he said, you'd be an excellent writer. And so that kind of like really sparked my, I always had a curious nature, and I used to write poetry and stuff like that. But he's, was basically saying if this is a space that you really want to master, I would really get to know the space more by exploring yourself and reading. And reading changed my life. It took me a little while to get there, but I built a little library for myself a few years back, and reading has really changed my life. It really has. Some of these books have unlocked some of the questions that I've been asking myself, like how do I do this or how do I do that, for years, and it just took me, a week or two to read this book and be like, wow. Wow. Like the whole time it was hiding on my shelf. Like I already owned the book and had the book, and,
I love that. And I even like what you said, the whole time it was hiding on my shelf.
Yep. The whole time I was struggling through those problems and how to communicate, setting boundaries, and also I will say, like, me getting the right therapist was game changing, because I remember I had the first conversation with her and I was explaining to her, like, just my overall situation, where I am in my life now, where I want to go. And she told me, I was expecting criticism. I was expecting to be corrected. I knew that's why I was there, and I was bracing myself for that. And she said to me, I just want to tell you before we get off the call, I find you incredibly courageous. And I was like in shock, because I was like, my life is in shambles, like I was like, what's going on? She was like, you're courageous because the step that you took to even come find me, and the research that you did to make sure that I was a good therapist and like all that stuff. She was like, some people would rather pay medical bill after medical bill than leave their spouse, than leave their situation. Like life is battering them, and instead of them, saying, you know what, I'm not gonna take this anymore, they would rather stay, and perish than to make that step. So she said, you're courageous for standing up to life, and you're courageous for making the decisions that you did, again, without any support or without any help. But now you have help, and I sobbed like a baby, like you wouldn't believe, because I was not expecting her to affirm me. So if you are a person that is a words of affirmation person, I think like if that's your love language. My love language is acts of service, but a lot of the time I really do enjoy words of affirmation too. But if your love language is words of affirmation, I think that you would greatly benefit from having a really good therapist. Because they'll tell you the good, the bad, the ugly. They tell you what you need to hear. But sometimes when you are in the world and you're just putting one foot in front of the other and you're staying present, you don't look at how far you've come, and that person is looking from an objective perspective and saying, hey, you did a good job. They'll be able to tell you, like, yo, your show, there's some things that happened and you learned some things, but you did that though. You achieved that, celebrate that accomplishment, and they'll tell you stuff like that and you're like, dang, I did kind of do that, you know what I mean? Like, and I think as you go along the way, when you have somebody who's cheering you on, who's encouraging you, you get to also see what healthy behavior is like and what it looks like in a friendship or a dynamic that is supportive. And so when anything else other than that comes, you're like, whoa, what is that? That's not right. No.
When you do your sessions with your therapist, are they virtual or are they in person?
Yeah, mine are virtual. I started out in person, and then COVID came and all that stuff. And then when I started back up, I just kept it virtual.
Is it like a Zoom call or just like a phone call?
Yeah, it's like a Zoom call. And if for any reason I can't get a hold of her on Zoom, she always calls me on the phone. But that's only happened like twice. But yeah, it's a Zoom call, and I think it's great. But I think that also being with the right therapist is like finding a good match. I think a lot of the people, they quit because they're like, oh, I tried therapy and it wasn't for me, but maybe they didn't have a therapist that meshed well with them, And it's the same. It's like if I go on a date with somebody that I'm not compatible with, and then, I went on a date with somebody one time and say, oh, I tried dating and it didn't work for me. It's like, yeah, but maybe that person wasn't compatible with you,
Right.
So, and I think also too, people have like specific things. Like some people, like if they're a man of color, they want to have a male therapist of color, and what have you. And so I think sometimes it can be tough to find a good match. But once you find a good match and you do your research and you know that this person has X amount of years experience and that their reviews are good, you read their reviews of what people say about being with them and how they changed their life. Like, I did all that stuff before I found her. And I found her like through my insurance portal too, because a lot of people don't know that your insurance will cover your therapy if you have health insurance.
Yeah, that's real.
So yeah, so they covered my sessions, and that's, you know, how I got started with her. But I did a lot of research for her, and yeah, it was life changing. And she's the person that recommended. I was reading Atomic Habits already, but she recommended that Boundaries book for me, and it was good. So I read those two together. What up, Khadijah? But anyway, time check.
Time check. Yo.
Time check.
I don't know if you guys are. I don't know if y'all big on numbers, but I've been seeing 444 for the past couple days randomly. I'll see it on this, I'll see it on that. And right now, when I just look to the side, today is the TikTok live, my 44th episode, and it's the date is 4/10. It's April the 10th. So I see 444. I just, yeah, man. Like we coming up, so I keep seeing the 444 for some reason. But man, it's deep. Kelly Brown on my side asks, "Is your therapist in Florida?"
Yeah.
Yes, she is. All right. So Kelly, would you mind sharing her information with Kelly? Should I tell Kelly to DM you?
Yeah, DM me for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yes, DM ET if you want access to her awesome therapist. But you know, also remember, ET did like a lot of research to find that therapist. So shout out to ET for doing the work to find somebody who was actually compatible.
And also, I mean, I know several therapists too. And like I said, you know, everybody's different, and depending on what you're dealing with, you can let me know. Just send me a DM, and we'll walk it through. We'll walk it through. See what we can find for you. You know, I have I built up my Discord, like I was saying, for trigger warning. So I have a page called Trigger Warning for this specific thing and helping people like for resources, and I can add you guys to it so you guys can have access to this stuff. So for example, if I'm not on or I'm at work or something like that, or I'm busy or I'm live like doing this, you guys can still go look it up. And then Hoodie is gonna make an Amazon storefront today. So you can shop all the books that he's talking about.
Yes, I am going to make an Amazon storefront today so you can shop all the books that I've been talking about. And because I know I have a bunch of good accountability partners in here, I know I can't just say that and not do it, so I will get to it right now. Appreciate you guys for even sharing. Huh?
You can come over for the homies.
For the homies. For the homies.
You can create a space for the homies where it's like a little hub and everybody. It's like its own little virtual city.
Look, that's what I really want. Like, that's so crazy you said that, because last year I did a study on Walt Disney, and I became infatuated with creating a city after I figured out that Epcot was supposed to be a city, and I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know that at all. Like, Epcot, the little thing inside of Walt Disney World, like the original design was a fully functional city. The acronym Epcot actually stands for Experimental Project Community of Tomorrow. He was building a futuristic city. He was like, yo, Epcot is a city that will never be done, because he did it on films, and then he did it in like a 3-dimensional space, and then he like, you know, made a Disney World, Disneyland. But he's like, how can I keep people in this like energy year round? Well, the only way for me to do that is to build a city for them. And so I think the beauty of that is like now we have the capacity to actually build cities here, you know?
Thank you for the finger hearts, Jared. Oh, yeah. The numbers that Hoodie was saying, 444. Yeah, 1111 for me. Okay, Gia, yeah.
Hey, I see 1111 a lot too. And I was seeing 727. Like, sometimes they just keep popping up. And then I keep Googling them, like, what does this mean? And every website says something different. But they all kind of say the same thing. It's a message. It's your angel number trying to get through to you and tell you something. Ooh. It's like, all right, yeah, but what you trying to tell me, bro? Like, keep it real. Like, if you're not gonna send a text message or like let it be known, then you're just scaring me right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you messing with me? Stop bothering me. If you're not gonna tell me what the message is, don't bother me, because I don't know what this is. Stop Googling angel numbers. It's such a rabbit hole. I'm telling you. But yes, Kelly says I always see 727. I want to know what it means though, bruh. Like, I don't think any human actually knows what it means. I mean, it has to mean some sort of synchronicity, but with what? Like, what is it, dog? Like, what is this?
Maybe that's one of those things you should meditate on, you know, in your time of meditation and really, you know.
Very true. Very, very true. But yes, I appreciate you for the time check, ET. I do got to jump off. I do got to get up out of here. We're about to. But I want to battle you, ET. Let's get into a battle.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I've challenged you. No, not right now. Not right now. Not damn, ET. Okay, hold up. Yo, hold up. I brought up the subject of a battle. ET said, "Oh my goodness, not you wanna go right now?" And I was like, "Yeah."
My game is ready. You know.
You was ready. You're way too ready for me. Okay,
I'm
tomorrow.
Not. There's literally only 2 people.
Are you gonna be on live tomorrow? Like, if you got time tomorrow, let's definitely get into a battle tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll make it do what it do.
Okay, cool. So if you're gonna be on live around the same time tomorrow, let's set it up. And
yeah, you people in there. I know that we have some of the same people in our chat, so I'm gonna need y'all to
choose a side. Yeah, choose a side now.
Make sure you're on the right side of history for this.
Make sure you're on the right side of history for that's right, because we're gonna remember whoever.
Damn, I was like, I better put some dough up. Yo, that's right, Jared. That's right. Come on.
You better wake up tomorrow.
You better wake up
tomorrow and know which way to go, because wherever you land, that's where you gotta stay. You know what I'm saying? We might even make it.
Jared said, but damn, I was like, damn, I gotta put some dough up. But who do I give? I like both sides.
It's Jared.
It's okay,
Jared.
You can side with Hoodie if you want.
Nah, Jared playing both sides. We know how this works. All right.
Yeah,
pick your poison tomorrow, y'all. Y'all gonna have to choose a side, and whatever side you stay on, that's where you gonna stay. You feel me? I don't want to see you back over here if ET beats me up.
You can give both of us, Jared. Don't listen to his nonsense.
Nah, if I take an L tomorrow, you better stay on ET's side. I better not never see you. I better not never catch you up in my live again. I'm gonna treat you like the girl from the other platform that's trying to bond. I'm gonna treat you like the bonding girl. Like no more bonding. I'm telling you. Oh look, Yogi. Hannah, I'm gonna see you later. Yogi said, "Whoever live I go in first got my loyalty." Yo, okay.
Oh yeah. Look, I'll send you an invite.
Oh, you see, it's level 6.
Go to God. Get banished from Hoodie's live.
Get banished. You about to get banned. You about to get exiled. Don't get exiled. But yeah. I'm a jump.
Hoodie said something wild on his thing today. He got a warning today on his live. They were age restricted it. It was like not for the children.
Yeah. Oh, you mean today, the age restriction? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It really started coming around once we started talking about mushrooms. Like once we got into the mushroom conversation, it was like, oh really? Let's just hide YouTube, people. Let's get you guys out of here. All right. I'm gonna see you guys later. Y'all have an amazing day. ET, you're the best. So tomorrow we on and popping.
Oh my God. Tomorrow we on and popping.
All right then. So tomorrow.
And my birthday's coming up. My birthday's on the 29th, so we can do a birthday battle too on the 29th.
Oh, okay. Let's do it. Yeah, I got a friend whose birthday's on like I think the day after yours. So yeah, okay. Let's get it in. Let's do a birthday battle. Let's run it up. You feel me? Let's see where the peoples are.
Y'all hear that?
No, we gonna run it up, and we gotta promote it or something like that. But I'm gonna see you later, ET. I'm gonna see y'all later. Jumping off the live. Peace.
Bye.
You have an amazing day.
Thanks for the conversation. I appreciate you.
Absolutely, I appreciate you, ET. You the best, and I'm gonna see you tomorrow.
All right.
All right. Peace. Oh wait, damn. Is Peace still in here? Oh wow, I did not know that worked like that. Okay, I'll figure that out later. But yeah, I'm gonna see y'all later. This is an incredible live. Shout out to ET. If y'all not already following ET, jump over and follow her. I feel like she's going live way more than I am, so y'all definitely gonna follow her. Y'all gonna like her. Letitia, appreciate you. Peace and prosperity. Absolutely. I'm gonna see y'all later. Toy, Letitia, Yogi, Killy, Mimi, Chasing Smiles. I'm gonna see y'all later. Hannah, peace. Y'all have an amazing day, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. All right. Again, if you're not already following me on other social medias, follow me on Instagram and follow me on YouTube, because this live is gonna be available to get rewatched on the YouTube channel when this is done. All right. So peace. Have a good day. See y'all later.